In Vermont, many college students celebrated the win of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris last weekend. At Champlain College, the president urged the student body to vote, even creating a campaign called Let Us Vote. And on the eve of the presidential election, Dr. Akande sent a letter to students asking them to find common ground as emotions would likely kick in. I talked to the president about what spurred that letter.
Well, this was the third letter in a series that I sent to students in our campus community. The first was on the National Voter Registration Day in September, and I was trying to encourage our students to register to vote. My message was that voting is one of the most powerful tools that we have to use our voices to create and to engage in our local and national communities, and that voting is a core principle of being American. And no matter what party you support or which issues matters to you most, that it is vital, it is critical. In the second message that I sent the week before the election, I was reminding our community to vote and to reaffirm Champlain's commitment to ensuring a climate of inclusion and safety, and to highlight events and resources to support the mental, emotional, and physical well-being of our campus community. But then the third letter, which went out the night before Election Day, and I specifically sent it out that evening because I wanted to acknowledge the emotional nature of the election, regardless of the outcome. And I wanted to encourage community members to approach our differences respectfully. And I wanted to encourage them to focus on the values we share and the ideals that bring us together. And that's what led to the third and final memo to my community.
I know also you wanted to make sure faculty was dialed in here. What were you hearing from them about what they were hearing from the students about this time in our country?
I think what I was hearing from our constituency, essentially from the faculty perspective and others, was that that we have an obligation, and that we have an obligation to talk to students about political responsibility. And I think clearly, I believe that higher education institutions in general and Champlain College specifically have the opportunity and the obligation to model positive and constructive discourse. And that this includes an engagement in the political landscape and also knowledge of the issues. And how do we turn these developments into teaching and learning opportunities? We are our best students. We are our best teachers. And so how do we help our students make meaning of momentous events such as this, and for them to understand them in the context of the nation's history? And so we want to prepare our students to lead, to be resilient, and to work through challenges that are large and small. And we want our students to leave this institution ready to change the world. And we want our students to think beyond the election to what they will do next and how they can work, how they can impact this country from wherever they are.
There has been such a focus really from both parties, Democrat and Republican, about focusing in on young people, college students, people in their 20s. How do you think that has paid off, this year and the past few years as well, and basically to set the stage for what these students are going to have to deal with once they're out of college?
I think what happened this year was kind of unique because what we saw was a dual focus on the pandemic and social justice. It's a complex issue because we're seeing essentially a number of things sort of come together. What happened in the prior to the election was a long history of systemic racism that came to head through a series of tragic events in a time of chaos and uncertainty when you think about the pandemic. And so at Champlain, we were asking ourselves, what is the role and responsibility of this institution and Champlain in particular to try to drive to solutions and action? How do we find hope, opportunity, common ground? Where can we contribute our institutional strength and expertise? And I think for us, we wanted to use this moment as a teaching moment. And one example in response to the national climate calling for a focus on social justice for us is that we're developing a proposal for a Center for Community and Social Justice, which is sort of housed in our Education and Human Studies division. And the center will fuse Champlain's expertise in criminal justice, social work, and even our expertise in gaming and technology and simulation as an opportunity to reimagine public safety. And essentially the center will be a catalyst for bringing together various voices, working collaboratively to build next practices, and sort of repurposing current systems and structures. And again, we saw this as a unique teaching opportunity for us to speak to the issue of de-escalation, mitigation of violence as we engage citizens. And all this was happening while we're encouraging our students to go out there and exercise their rights to vote.
Doctor, you teed up my next question. Given racial justice, given the situation with the pandemic, how can you put into perspective the difficulties or the challenges you have right now as a college president to lead and to serve?
Well, it's a very good question, because when we speak about leaders, we talk about the importance of making decisions and making good decisions, and ensuring that the decisions that we make are not decisions that are sort of not well thought out. So we are essentially, like I said earlier, our best teachers and our best students. And the decisions that we'll have to make right now is a confluence of health and welfare of our students. Because essentially going to college now is a life and death decision. And so we want to focus on the health and welfare of our students, faculty, and staff. We want to make sure that we continue to deliver on the excellence that we promise in our mission, and that we do all these things without interrupting the educational experience of our students. And I think that that's the kind of leadership that these times demand. And it's challenging. It's new. It's an equal opportunity challenge. We're all facing it. But I think institutions that are ready, that are willing to confront this thing heads on, that are creative, that see this as a pivot moment, will be able to thrive in the midst of this very difficult and uncertain times.